Welcome back to my channel. This is a new season. I'm not. I'm not really a full-time YouTuber because it's not worth my time. It's not worth anybody's time, I think, because the moment they decide that they don't like you, they can screw your business and leave you in the streets. So I'm doing videos every now and then when I have the time and the energy. And this is a new season in which I'm going to talk about a new subject, which is culture. I don't have a niche because who cares about niches? I'm not seeking attention. I'm just trying to share my thoughts and my ideas. So what is the role of comedy in society? That's what I'm talking about today. And of course, we can expand the question and replace the word comedy with many others. For example, what is the role of music today in society? Or what's the role of culture in society? Or what is the role of literature and so on? And this is the reason I'm using comedy instead of something more general is because laughter is a very easy to identify emotion. It's very easy to identify. And it's involuntary. So what happens with laughter is that it activates. I've talked about this on a previous video. So look for it. I'm not sure. Maybe I deleted it. I don't remember that well. It activates happy hormones. If you want to know what that is, just Google it. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So that has a positive impact in our health, in our physical health, but also in our mental health. So what this means in society is that comedy makes us escape reality for whatever long it lasts. So a good laughter can release tension, can release stress, can get rid of the stress and get rid of tension and help us relax because of the happy hormones I told you. So it helps us cope with what many times is the tragedy of life, our real life problems, so that we can then face it with a fresh mind, in a more relaxed state, and with a colder brain, in a colder heart. So, because if we don't get that release, negative emotions can take over us and accumulate, and then they can explode in violence, for example. So I don't want to be dramatic. I'm not a dramatic person, but I'm just trying to say the function. Okay, so that's the primary function in my opinion, but there's more to this, because what these cultural elements do in society is to bring people together. The role in society is to bring people together. For example, in music, for example, you have bands who do only covers, or who do impersonations to their favorite artists, like tribute bands, for example. So what they do is that they bring people together around the music that they like, a specific thing. And for whatever long the concert is, they get to escape reality, going to the fantasy world of whatever the music that they're listening to. And that's how they cope with what I said before, with what many times is the tragedy of life. So it kind of resets your brain in a way. It cures depression and so on. Now, this is a touchy subject. If you're talking about culture in movies, for example, in Hollywood, like big IP, intellectual properties, franchise movies, in addition to helping people escape reality for a little while, they also, franchises especially, bring people together at a much deeper level, because they create communities of people around the characters that they like, or the IPs that they like, the fantasy worlds or the superheroes, comics, whatever it is. So people gather around those subjects and they talk about it they can dress up and they can play with do the little figures and have all the merchandising and so on. So it helps them escape reality in a much bigger way and to get together with people that otherwise have nothing else in common. So it creates communities. That's what it does. So what we've been experiencing the last few years is not only the rejection to that role in society that big franchises have, but also the exact opposite effect. Now we have a big Hollywood is the leader of entertainment in the world, right? And what they are doing, instead of creating communities around subjects that people like, they're doing the exact opposite. They are dividing people. They are making people angry. They are because they have politicized their content and ideologized. So they propagandize big IPs and popular characters and franchises. And believe it or not, what politics does to the people is they polarizes it, because now it's not about us coming together because we like these characters or these superheroes, but rather we fight about whatever the political trend of the moment is, or whatever the ideology that is being imposed is. Fake diversity, artificial culture, and so on. So that's why I think it's important to understand what the role of culture is in society, because then we can recognize when they are not fulfilling that. And as independent creators, we can then take the opportunity to try to fill those roles. So it's a complicated subject, it's complex, and if now I can allocate the time to make more sophisticated videos with fancy graphics and more precise voiceover and so on, right now it's because the channel is not monetized, and it's just not worth pursuing that, because as I said before, if YouTube decides that they don't like you, they can take your business down and you're in the streets. So, but at one point maybe it becomes worth it. So we'll see, and I can take these thoughts a little to the natural next step and make more sophisticated videos. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna leave you with a 1 minute long commercial that I'm gonna ask you to watch in its entirety. Is that first look teaser trailer of my first movie as a director, my directorial debut as a filmmaker. It's an experimental documentary comedy that I've made. It took me many years to complete. I'm very happy about that. And what I'm gonna do is show you only a teaser trailer, which is 1 minute long. I'm not promoting the movie just yet with a full long trailer, because the movie is not out commercially yet anywhere. So I'm only promoting its existence and its title for the time being. So the title is it's related to culture, obviously. The title is The Son of the Holy TV.
¡Abajo la televisión basura! ¡Abajo la televisión basura!
¿Exagero si digo que la televisión es un miembro más de la típica familia latinoamericana?
Lo es. No creo que exagere. Y hay algunos miembros de la familia que se han transformado en adictos. La televisión está ahí todo el tiempo. Es quien cría a los hijos. Si usted no consume televisión, al día siguiente no tiene muchas veces de qué conversar.
Entonces tú estarías en contra de la televisión basura.
¿Qué es la televisión basura?
La televisión basura es toda aquella cuyos contenidos
Son una verdadera mierda.
Querido diario, gracias a la experiencia de hacer esta película,
¡Yo no puedo ver eso!
tomé la decisión de volverme alcohólico.
Estamos jodidos.
De repente esa marcha no va a hacer que un programa salga del aire, pero esa marcha está haciendo que tú y yo conversemos del tema.
¡Abajo la televisión basura!
Oh my god. ¿Eres peruano?
Pero por supuesto.
Sígueme contando.
Ok, mira, te voy a contar.